It's breakthrough research out of Israel that could change how skin cancer is treated and even prevented. Ronit Sachi-Fainaro is the lead researcher behind the vaccine and joins me now. Ronit, first of all, congratulations on the work you've done thus far. Let's dive right in. Your team created the vaccine from nanoparticles, microscopic particles that you then packed with proteins found in melanoma. First, you wanted to see how the vaccine would prevent the disease in healthy mice. What result did you see?
Thanks, Ben. Yes, originally we wanted to see, like any vaccine that we're using against infections, if this will be useful against for preventing as prophylactic for melanoma. And what we did is we injected our nanoparticles under the skin. They are basically eaten or swollen by immune cells that then, as soon as we injected the melanoma cells, we saw that there was no take. Basically, the mice did not develop melanoma. That was the first encouraging result.
All right, and then from there, you wanted to see if the vaccine would intervene in mice who already had melanoma. How did the vaccine interact with the cancer?
Right, that's the second stage. We wanted to see if we have a primary tumor, meaning on the skin. Now, can we use it to treat and intervene within the disease and slow down the tumor growth and prolong overall survival, and maybe, if we're really lucky, to completely eradicate that. And we saw that indeed alone it was very useful, but when we combined it with immunotherapy, those antibodies that just got the Nobel Prize last year, anti-PD-1, for example, so then we were able to sensitize those tumors, like the patients that usually do not respond. Now they responded very well to the therapy when we combined it with our vaccine.
Ronit, do the results of this study suggest that we should be researching the vaccine approach for treating other forms of cancer?
Yes, absolutely. I think we were very successful, the whole world, when we developed it for viruses, basically. But it was underexplored for different cancer types. And we are now developing in our lab, together with the lab of Elena Florindo from the University of Lisbon, who is a collaborator on this work, vaccines on the same platform, this time to pancreatic cancer and breast cancer, mainly those that are in high risk, like the BRCA, the breast cancer mutated gene that have very high probability of getting cancer.
Lastly, I think a lot of people watching right now want me to ask this question. What has to happen before the vaccine can be tested on human beings?
Okay, we have to remember that any drug that is developed in academic setting takes at least 5 to 10 years from the point it shows safety and activity, anti-tumor activity in mice. And for that, we need to take it to scale it up, meaning that if in the lab we synthesize few grams, we need a company that will scale it up to a few kilograms, will prepare it in a sterile form which we can inject it to humans in a safe way, and then we should undergo through clinical trials, phase 1, phase 2, and phase 3, meaning safety, then efficacy, and last but not least, that it's better than anything else that exists today.
I've got to ask, you must have had a hope that you would get this far. Did you think you'd get this far at this point in your research?
At the beginning, the idea was very reasonable to us, but we were doubting how come nobody else has done it, and how come even if they did it, why wasn't it translated to the clinic? And we saw that from the time of idea to the time to see it working on mice, the devil is in the details. There are so many little details that you have to make them perfect in order to work well that took a lot of time, many years of development. Yeah.
Well, Ronit, you and your team should be very proud. I know you're offering a lot of hope these days for people who need it, so congratulations. Keep up the very good work.
Thank you, Ben.
Thanks for watching. If you like this, be sure to subscribe here.
And you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.